Hi, and welcome to Lunch with Lisa. And today we're gonna make blackened shrimp lettuce wraps. It's Lunch with Lisa. So if you're looking for a really low-fat, healthy meal that's high in protein, shrimp is a great go-to. This dish is gonna incorporate lots of flavor, lots of protein, very low in carb, and so good for your food budget at only 350 calories per serving and 39 grams of protein. It's also got 17 grams of carbs and 15 grams of fat. For this recipe, you're gonna need 2 pounds of raw shrimp that's been peeled and deveined, 1 tablespoon of Old Bay blackened seasoning. I didn't have that, so I made my own. Olive oil, 2% or 0% Greek yogurt, 6 ounces of avocado, some lime, some tomato, green pepper, red onion, cilantro, a jalapeno, and some romaine lettuce. Also, I'm gonna need like a little blender, a pan, your stove top, and maybe a bowl and a spoon. I also need a Ziploc bag. So I'm gonna get started by heating up my pan first. So in my Ziploc bag, I'm gonna dump all of my shrimp that's been deveined, peeled, defrosted, so ready to go. This is gonna feed 4 people, so you can save some for later if you don't have 4 people in your family, or make extra if you have more. And for my Old Bay seasoning, I only had the regular Old Bay, not the blackened, so I looked up what is in the blackened seasoning online, and it was just 3 spices. It was paprika, I had smoked paprika, celery seed, and it was red pepper. And I had all of those, so I decided to make my own, and some salt and sugar. So I just kind of played around with it and made something that I like the taste of. So I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of this to the bag. Then we're gonna shake and bake. Well, shake and fry. Shake and pan fry. It's just an easy way to get these all coated. And my hands aren't dirty. So I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of olive oil and cook half of my shrimp. And then I'm going to scoop all those out when they're done and do the other half because I don't want them to overcrowd and just boil. I want them to get a nice sear. So I have it nice and hot. I just want to test it out with one, see how hot it is. Pretty good. So depending on how big your pan is, you might want to do 2 or 3 batches. And depending on how big your shrimp are, if they're shrimpy or not, you want to cook these for 2 to 3 minutes. And look at the difference. All right, now that the shrimp is all cooked, we're gonna make the sauce. So I have this handy little blender here that you can find on my Amazon store, linked down below. I'm gonna use the 4-blade version because it's gonna be a wet mixture. This is when I need my yogurt. You need a cup of yogurt. And you need 6 ounces of avocado, which if you have a really big avocado, that might be 1. If you have a small one like this, it might be 2. I only have this 1 avocado. So we're just making as much sauce as I can. Improvising in the kitchen. Well, it's key to getting in there and loving to cook. You don't have to have the exact amount of ingredients to make it perfect when you're cooking. Baking is a different story. Cooking, meh, improvise. If that was something hard, I'd probably chop it up smaller, but it's avocado, it'll be fine. Then we're gonna need 1 tablespoon of lime juice, depending on how juicy your limes are. Put a little more. I'm getting lime juice everywhere. That's quite okay. And you just stick the lid on. Blend it. There it goes. Yeah, probably should have chopped the avocado up a little bit. It was a little hard. You live, you learn, you make adjustments. Here is our guacamole, I guess. Whatever you want to call this. A little avocado dip. Oh, that looks amazing. Tastes even better with that lime. Whew. Just want to get every little bit out of there. Or, you know, save this so you can reach your finger in and lick it. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, so good. So you need 1.5 cups of diced tomato. I already have a little bit from another dish I was making using this heirloom tomato. And then I have these grape tomatoes for the rest of it. Whatever kind of tomatoes you have on hand. use those. And I have half of this green bell pepper left over from another recipe I made. Guesstimating, it's veggies. And I have this beautiful red onion. I'm gonna chop 1/4 of a cup. It's more like half a cup. So I have this beautiful blend. Got 1/4 of a cup of chopped cilantro. And now the jalapeno. I'm gonna slice off the end. Then if you wanna wear gloves for this part so you don't get it in your eyes, probably best. And I like to take a spoon and just scoop out the seeds. That way I'm not using my fingers. And you add the other lime. Give this a stir. Oh, it's looking delicious. You could really make this the night before and let it sit in the fridge. You could even sprinkle a little salt on here. Probably doesn't need it though, that lime is delicious. Woo! Jalapeno has a kick. And the last thing we're gonna do now is make our wraps. So you need about 12 leaves if you're serving 4 people. So it's 3 leaves per person. Now you just divide all these evenly amongst 4 people. You could just put this out on the table and give everybody 3 leaves. Or you could divide it all up beforehand and let everybody scoop what they want. Then assemble your lettuce wrap. So I am going to first place down some of that. This will hold everything in. Some of that avocado. Now I'm gonna put some of this pico down. That's really what it is. It's some pico de gallo, not really a salsa. And then I'm just gonna top this with some of the shrimp. You know, let's face it, they're the star of the show here. And you wanna eat about 7 ounces of shrimp for 1 serving. It's a lot of shrimp. So when you go out to eat, know that they're totally not giving you enough shrimp, ever. All right, let's try one of these out. Oh, that tastes so good. I love eating shrimp for my protein because it is packed full of protein and you get to eat a lot of it, so it's also really filling. Y'all, this recipe is great just for this avocado sauce alone. This is so good. I love Greek yogurt, love avocado, and I love lime. Mix them all together. Huh. You can't beat a fresh pico. So I hope this inspires you to make your own blackened shrimp lettuce wraps. They are so delicious. If you like what you see and you want to help support me, there's 3 ways you can do it. You can go shopping at my Amazon store. Link is down below. You could buy me a coffee at coffee.com/lunchwithlisa. Or you could become a patron at patreon.com/lunchwithlisa and watch my videos 1 week early, just like all these people. Thank you. And it's always free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. It's Lunch with Lisa. So I hope this inspires you to make your own blackened shrimp taco wraps because lettuce wraps. Let us say this correctly.